we got lacquer thinner, we got acetone, we got our strainers, wax and grease remover and tar, and we have our 1-to-1 1K lacquer thinner high build primer surfacer. It's 1-to-1. So what you're going to do here, you're going to grab your handy dandy cup. You can get these for about $2 for 3 of them. You go to 1-to-1. You're going to put, whatever amount you want, but I went to 6, so you're going 6 parts paint and then 6 parts of acetone or lacquer thinner in this particular brand of Master Pro Surfacer 1K gray primer. Okay, now we're ready to spray in here. I've wiped everything off and we're ready to go. So we'll put this up on the thing and we'll start to spray. Alright, here's layer number 1. They're not too bad. I'm sure I'll have a few skin spots, but layer primer number 1. Can't go in there, it stinks. Alright everybody, welcome back. Here we are. We got everything with 1 layer of epoxy and then 2 layers of high build. Then I went back to the first door and I did from the bottom halfway up on the door almost to the top 3/4 of the way up with a 3rd layer to make sure that it really makes them look glassy. Okay, we're using our wet sanding on this process, and we're going to use a little bit of P600. We're going to use the soft block, and on the other side of it, it's a medium. It's gray and black, but it's soft and bendable. Okay, the reason we're going to do that is I want to just barely scuff them to where they're a little bit smoother to the touch. That's it. Then what we're going to do is let them dry off. We're going to take a little bit of black spray paint and you just mist over the panel. They call that guide coat. And we're going to take our block process where we take blocks, which are hard blocks. They're, stiff. And we're going to go ahead and flat block the whole area and the edges by hand. In any contours that we can't get to by hand, that we can't do with our blocks or our round block. At that process, then what will happen is any guide coat left over is a ding. Anywhere where you've sanded and maybe it come up where the guide coat took off, but it come into the metal, that's probably a high spot. You're going to go ahead and ding that in a little bit and then skim it and go ahead and block that again. And then what you'll do is go ahead and mist a little bit of high build back over that, let that dry and block that with a little bit of water, and you'll be ready to roll for color. We got to do this to the fronts and the bottom side of this, and then we'll do the top with our epoxy, and then high build on that. But right now we're at the point where we're doing the back of the front, the windshield visor, and we're doing the front face of the doors with our 1 layer of epoxy, 2 of high build, and 3/4 of a 3rd layer up the doors. That way we can flip them back over on towel and spray the back jams, let that dry. The next morning we'll come in and flip them and we'll lay color on the face and on the bottom of this front sun visor for the windshield. Once that's done, we'll flip this, do the top, and we'll do the face of these doors. We'll get this rear, we'll get them on the car and everything, and then we'll get the rear dash valance, the 2 front fenders here, and the deck lid done. It's a big, tall order and a lot of sanding to try to do all the panels at once. So we're only enough space to do 4 doors in a wind visor right now. That's where we're at. That's what we're doing. Stupid thing. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I wanted to show how good the image is already. Now all we did is splashed a little water on this thing. You can see these doors are going to come out really nice. The reflection. Okay. We've wet sanded this one down after we've guide coated it. And so far there's only a couple little baby marks on it. So I'm pretty happy with that. Next is these two doors over here. You can see there's a little bit of orange on them. See the guide coat all on there. This one as well. We sanded this one. We just had a couple little burn throughs here. But it's no big deal. I'm putting another layer on it. Same thing here, a little spot. And some spots here. We'll get all this touched up, skimmed. We'll reprime them. Got to reskim here and here. We should be good. We're gonna go over this with a hard block, some 320, and just a little soapy water.